Good morning. This is our view on our Storm Team Skycam network here in Fargo. Not much of one. We can see the street light for the interchange at I-94 and University, and then the far bottom right corner of your screen, the stoplight there to get off on the off-ramp from I-94. So we have some visibility, but it is not great, as you can tell. A little bit soupy out there this morning, and that fog could cause some hazards on the roads as well, in addition to just reducing your visibility. We've got the dense fog advisory in effect until 10 a.m. Fargo, Moorhead, of course, included in that. This is a little farther east than recent days, as our pattern has been changing. Not enough yet, though, to get rid of this fog just yet. We've got some air blowing in out of the south, and that has a little bit more moisture to it. As it passes over the colder ground, it starts to condense into cloud cover. And here we are with some fog here in the valley. Visibility is down to 1.25 miles in Fargo. That's actually an improvement here this morning. I'm hoping it continues to improve, but likely we'll be stuck with this for some time until we can get that sun to come up and get that wind to pick up a little bit more and get that atmosphere moving. We're looking at a visibility at less than 1 mile in places like Park Rapids and Wadena and Detroit Lakes. Back over to the west, 1/4 mile visibility from Langdon down through Cooperstown, Valley City, and Gwinner. And some of these are also improvements here too. In Cooperstown and Gwinner, we were down to 0 earlier. So just slight signs that maybe things are getting a little bit better, fingers crossed. Here's a look at our temperatures right now. Upper teens and some mid-20s. That's the range that we're in here. So very similar to where we've started the last several days, and we'll continue that today. The wind, we do have a little bit of a breeze, 14 miles per hour in Fargo. That's bringing in that more moist air mass into the valley, and that's why we're starting to see that condense over the colder ground. Of course, that means that we've had some hoarfrost already develop in some areas, and on top of that, depositing on some of those bridge decks, those areas that tend to freeze over, and colder surfaces. So keep that in mind, that roads may end up being a bit frosty or slick here this morning. Here's a look at our radar and satellite map. Pretty quiet to start off, and checking out your tri-state view, more of the same across the Dakotas and Minnesota. Expanding further, a big area of quiet weather right in the heart of the country. There are some areas of light snow out to the east, but the active area is over to the Pacific Northwest, where they've had ongoing systems rolling through there, bringing snow and rain to that area. So they've had the active weather recently. So here's a look at our weather here in the valley. More of the same here today as we start to warm up even more than we have been. So at 9 a.m., we're looking at similar conditions. That wind, though, starts to get going a little bit more. We start to see that wind gusting into some mid-20s, and that's going to be out of the south, so that will help to usher in some milder temperatures. We've got numbers already in the low 30s in the Southern Valley by noon, and we'll continue to build upon that. And you could see some breaks in the clouds as well. Was hoping for some sunshine yesterday, but those clouds were stubborn. Today, there will be areas of sunshine, hopefully for Fargo and places like it that haven't seen much sun at all in the last several days. I know some of us have been on the lucky side. And getting into the afternoon, some 30-degree temperatures up north, down to the south, even warmer, near 40 degrees in Fargo, and Ellendale may top off in the upper or low 40s rather. And getting into the evening hours, we still continue to have that wind that just hangs with us for the late night hours tonight and into early tomorrow. Some gusts into the 30s coming up late tonight. Getting into the morning hours tomorrow, some more places where we're very mild, upper 20s to low 30s. This warm air hangs around one more day, 9 a.m. into the 20s to low 30s. And then we just continue to watch those temperatures rise with some 30s to even a 40-degree temperature. However, there's going to be a front moving through, and as it does so, can't rule out that potential for some light snow showers into the afternoon and evening hours for Friday. Not a lot of places getting snow, but still the potential's there. By late tomorrow night, we'll be clearing out, quieting down, and cooling down too. Saturday temperatures dipping into the, well, starting in the 20s, dipping below that throughout the day, and a slight chance for some lingering snow, light snow. And getting into your Sunday, that should be our coldest day, at least of this period. We're going to see temperatures that are in the single digits to around 10 degrees in Fargo, and a couple of mornings where we start off below 0, and we warm up to at least start the week next week.
Looking forward to that. Thank you, Lisa. Thousands of dollars will be raised over the next 2 days for kids right here in the community. We'll have the details next on the Valley Today.